Welcome students. Today, welcome to the Pharmacognosy lab of Sharat Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy. Today, I am going to explain you the practical of natural drug technology, the subject of semester 7 under the syllabus of Savitribai Phule College, Savitribai Phule University. Today I am going to explain you the practical, that is formulation and preparation of Ayurvedic formulation, and under that the preparation, that is Vasa Avleha. Students, now let us see the title of our today's practical. It is preparation of Ayurvedic formulation. The aim of our experiment is to prepare and submit 50 grams of Vasa Avleha. The formula of this formulation includes the ingredients, that is Vasa Swarasa, Sita API, Sarpi, Pipli and Madhu. So now here you can see the complete table for the formulation of our formula of our today's formulation. The first thing we are required, that is Vasa Swarasa. Vasaka Swarasa, that means Swarasa is a special method of preparation of the decoction or extract. Vasaka, the biological name of it is Vasaka adatoda. The quantity given for this is 768 grams, and the quantity taken for our formulation is 22.22 grams. Second ingredient is Sita, that means sugar candy. It quantity given is 384 grams, whereas quantity taken is 11.11 grams. Third ingredient is Sarpi, that means Goghrita, that is clarified butter from the cow milk. The quantity given for this is 96 grams, whereas the quantity taken for our formulation is 2.7 grams. Next is Pipli, that is Piper longum. Again the quantity given 96 gram and taken is 2.7 grams. And last ingredient, that is Madhu, that means honey, where we have to take the 11.11 grams of this honey. The reference for this formulation is Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia for formulations. Now let us discuss the procedure of this practical. I have given here the procedure stepwise. First, we have to take all ingredients of pharmacopoeial quality. Then, in the second step, we have to go for the preparation of Vasa Swarasa through Putapaka Vidhi. Now, what is this? How this Vasa Swarasa is to be prepared by Putapaka Vidhi, that I will explain at the time of preparation. Third step, to grind the pipli and pass it through 85 mesh to make a fine powder. In the fourth step, we have to add Sita, that means sugar candy, to this Vasa Swarasa. Then we have to heat this mixture to dissolve the sugar candy, and then filter by means of muslin cloth. Then again we have to heat it mildly to form a concentrated solution of this mixture. In the fourth step, we have to add Grita and Pipli to above mixture and heat it continuously to form a soft ball of a mixture. It is confirmed that this ball, when it is dropped into the water, it should not disperse. So that kind of soft ball formation should be formed. Up till that consistency, we have to heat the mixture continuously. And lastly, we have to add honey and mix well to form a homogeneous mixture. And then we can pack this mixture in the container. So this is all about the procedure. Now we shall see how this preparation is to be formulated. Students, let us see. These are the Vasaka leaves, that is the leaves of Vasaka adatoda. Now we have to prepare the paste of these leaves. So we shall prepare the paste of these leaves. Now students, let us proceed with the second step of our procedure, that is preparation of Vasa Swarasa. Now here you can see the procedure of preparation of Swarasa by means of Putapaka Vidhi. The juice of fresh green herb is obtained by this process, that is called as a Putapaka. Here we have to bundle the kalka, that means we have to prepare the paste of the plant material of which we have to prepare the Swarasa in Kasmari leaves or Vata leaves or Jambu leaves. These are the various kinds of leaves of different plants in which we have to make the bundle of the paste. So here we are going to take the Jambu leaves, that means Jambuana leaves. We have to, after making a bundle of this paste in the Jambu leaves, we have to cover it with the clay of about 2 centimeter thickness, and then we have to dry it by putting that ball of the clay in the fire, and we have to heat it at high degree Celsius temperature till it becomes reddish. Once it becomes reddish in color, then we have to remove it from the fire and open it. Open the bundle, and the paste which have been inserted in the bundle, that is pressed, and the juice is obtained from that paste, and this juice is strained from muslin cloth to obtain the Swarasa, which is called as a Vasa Swarasa. So let us go for the preparation of Vasa Swarasa. We have taken the leaves of Vasaka, and by chopping the leaves of Vasaka we have made the paste of these leaves. You can see here by means of mixture we have prepared the paste which is called as kalka. These are the Jambu leaves of which we have to prepare a cover of these leaves, and in this cover we have to insert the kalka of Vasa leaves. Now we have taken the paste of Vasa leaves on the Jambu leaves. Now we are going to wrap this paste in these Jambu leaves, and then we will cover this with the clay of thickness of about 2 centimeter. Here we have wrapped the kalka in the Jambu leaves, and it has been tied with the thread. Now we will give a layer of clay on this. So here we have prepared a mud of the clay, and of this clay I am going to give the layer on this covering of the kalka. Here you can see I am giving the layer of clay on this covering or the bundle of kalka. Now here you can see the bundle of kalka has been coated with the clay of thickness of about 2 centimeter, and now we are going to heat this ball with the help of fire to dry it. By means of fire I am drying this clay ball, and after its sufficient drying we have to put it into the fire. Now you can see the ball has been sufficiently dried. Now we have to put it into the fire, but as we are performing this experiment in the lab, we don't have direct fire, so we are going to utilize the muffle furnace for its heating. You can see now I am using the muffle furnace for heating of this ball. I have kept this ball inside the furnace and I will heat this ball for 15 minutes at near about 400 degrees Celsius. Here you can see the temperature of the furnace has been set to 400 degrees Celsius. We shall heat this ball for 15 minutes at this temperature and then we shall remove the ball from the furnace. Now the heating process has been completed. Now I am going to remove this ball from the furnace. I have removed the ball from the furnace. Now I am going to open this and we will strain the juice of the kalka through the muslin cloth. See, here I have taken the paste in the muslin cloth and by pressing through the muslin cloth I have strained the juice into this beaker. As per the next step of our procedure, I am going to add sugar candy in this juice. By means of mild heat and continuous stirring, we are going to dissolve this sugar in this juice. This is the sugar solution which I have heated it to make a concentrated solution. Now in the next step we are going to add grita and pipli in this solution to make a soft ball of this solution. Now as per the next procedure of our practical, we have to add pipli, that is piper longum, and grita, that is the clarified ghee of cow milk. So according to the quantity taken, I have weighed the pipli and grita. Now I am going to add this pipli powder which have been sifted through 85 mesh. I am going to add this in this Swarasa sugar solution and I will stir it well and then I will add the grita in it. Now I will add cow milk ghee in this and again I will heat the preparation to make a semi-solid ball which will not disperse when it will be added into a water. Now after heating and continuous stirring, the preparation has achieved a semi-solid consistency and we have to check the ball of this preparation should sink into the water and that should not disperse in the water. So let us see whether it has achieved that kind of consistency. So here I am preparing the ball of this and I will put this into the water and see, without dispersing the ball has sunk into the water. So this is the correct consistency. We have to stop heating now and after cooling we have to add honey in this preparation. This is the weighed quantity of the honey. Now I am going to add this honey in our preparation and I will continue the stirring to obtain a homogeneous mass of this Vasa Avleha formulation. Students, now you can see after addition of honey and a continuous stirring, we have prepared a very good homogeneous mixture of Vasa Avleha. See the consistency, it has semi-solid consistency and a homogeneous, very good formulation we have prepared. It has a antitussive and bronchodilator activity. So I hope you have understood the procedure of preparation of Vasa Avleha, that is Ayurvedic formulation. Thank you.